Hey guys, it's John here. Hope everyone's doing fine. And today I'm going to do a shave that's in appreciation for all of the first responders out there that are on the front lines right now during this pandemic. So I just wanted to do an appreciative shave to let them know how I feel. During the shave, we'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the world right now. So my soap today is going to be R4L, which is a Sterling soap collaboration with the South Florida Wet Shavers. And we made this set with the aftershave to match. And Rod from Sterling put this together for us and was very generous. And we raised, I believe, $10,000 for the responders and their families. So if you were able to get a set, fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't believe that it's still available. As well, the brush I'm going to be using today is this Jeff Anderson custom brush, and it's a beauty, and it is also a numbered R4L brush, and only 7, as I know, were made. One was, I believe, given to the Responders for Life organization, but mine is number 3 of 7, and I won this in a raffle. So I'm going to be using that today as well to shave. My razor today is a Gillette Super Speed Blue Tip, which is flared, and it's a mild razor. So this is from my Gillette collection. And I'm going to be putting in a Gillette Silver Blue. That's the blade that I'll be using to shave with today. So let me get set up and I'll be right back. I had it blooming a little bit, and I'm going to use the Bloom water, of course, like you guys all know I do, to kind of like lift my beard up. I've already kind of taken a shower. I'm stuck home because of this. This is my last day. After this weekend, I can go back to work because my job is considered an essential job. And so luckily I get to go back to work, but I have been in quarantine for 14 days. And the reason for that is because I flew on an airplane, and my company has a strict policy. If you fly on an airplane, you have to have a 14-day quarantine. So I'm going to load my brush. And like I said, this was one of 7 that was made to raffle for the R4L. And when we did that, I mean, all of the proceeds went to R4L. We actually raised, like I said, close to or over $10,000. So that was an excellent opportunity to show all of the responders, the first responders, how much we appreciate what they do in everyday life. Nobody really gets to know too much about what's going on until something like this happens. As far as firefighters, paramedics, EMTs, nurses, doctors, police, the National Guard, all of these, the soap is absolutely fantastic. I need to put a little more water in it. This brush is beautiful. It's got a great splay on it. And if you get a chance, you can message Jeff Anderson, maybe on Facebook, and see if there's a chance you can get one of his brushes. He makes a really beautiful brush. So, being stuck home, I get to do a lot of watching television. Today I watched Midway, the movie. It was fantastic. I definitely enjoyed it. And I also just found out that the House of from our government, they have approved the stimulus package. So Hopefully, it's supposed to go on the president's desk for signing at 4 o'clock today. And then hopefully everybody that hasn't had a paycheck or has been out of work or their company's downsized during this will have the opportunity to get some extra money to help them along the way, because I'm sure it's going to be difficult on everybody. So that was my first pass. I'm going to throw on a second one. When I use a straight razor, my videos seem to be much longer because I take much more time. You could definitely cut your time back when you're shaving with a DE because it's much more forgiving. And this particular blue tip is the mild version of the Super Speed. So shaving with it gives you a little more leeway. You're not so worried that you're going to get cut. I hope everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube and all the social medias, outlets that are out there that you're on, I hope that everybody is being safe. I hope that everybody is following self-isolation if you're supposed to. And, you want to make sure that you follow their rules, because the first responders are the ones that are out there right now that have to really, really take care of us if we get sick. And, if you need to call an ambulance, the ambulance is coming to your house. If you go into the hospital, the doctors and the nurses are right there taking care of you. So we need to be diligent when we show our appreciation. And, if you're at a stay-home order or something to that effect, and you're out just to pick up groceries, you shouldn't really be traveling around too much to go anywhere. But if you're out picking up groceries and you're in the line and you see a nurse or a doctor or a policeman or a firefighter, anyone, thank them. Thank them for what they're doing. Thank them and say, hey, I really do appreciate all your hard work and your sacrifice to be able to be out there throughout this whole situation and take care of us. And I understand. I mean, my daughter is a registered nurse, and a lot of you out there are in the healthcare industry or police or firefighters or EMTs, and you all know how difficult this time is. And while we're sitting at home, they're out there actually working, doing what they need to do to make us safe. And, we need to really be diligent when we kind of like do what the government is saying, not just for us, but for them. Every single person that contracts and becomes positive with the coronavirus is another person that needs a bed, needs a doctor, needs a nurse, hopefully, God forbid, needs a ventilator, needs special treatment. But we want to make sure that we do our part to make sure that everybody stays in the wet shaving community, at least, as safe as they possibly can, to make it less confusing and less chaotic in an already chaotic situation. So let's see what the president has to say and abide by what he's talking about, and hopefully everything will work out, because we all need to get back to work. We all need to make money to pay for our families and our mortgages and everything. And I totally understand how that is. R4L. Here's the aftershave splash. And if you look at it, let me clean that up. You could see that it's got the firefighters, it's got the fire department, the police department, and the medical community listed right on it. So I'm going to shake that up. I'm going to put a little bit on. So when my wife gets home, because she also has an essential job where she's been working while I've been stuck home. Oh, it smells fantastic. Sterling Soaps created this, R4L, and it was a collaboration with the South Florida Wet Shavers. And mine is number 3 of 7, and it's a beautiful brush and lathered up great, the soap. Smells amazing. Gillette Super Speed Blue Tip Flare with a Gillette blade in there. Okay, everybody, please be safe. Mind your neighbors. Follow the rules about being too close to each other, and only go out if you need to do really important stuff, or grocery shop, that kind of thing, so that we can nip this in the bud and get rid of this virus as quick as we can. I love you all. South Florida Wet Shavers as well. Please follow the rules and stay home and shave. Everybody shave. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Have an even better shave and stay safe. God bless.